check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pigskin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, will point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, set.
51, Mike, 51.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Check, 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 check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
At the 45-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago.
Young lady, watch the pass.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Go set. 51, 951.
Man, I got you. Hey, alert 3.
Watch the safety creep.
Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Drops this off to Richard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. The open man is Westbrook. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Jackson will throw again. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
And the Raider 1st down.
On the ready.
Mike 57.
Squeeze, double. Wide, get wide.
57's a Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Showing up.
Again, Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, it's Bell. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
We're going to sign. Double tight. Double tight. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 16. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Jackson now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Okay, baby, let's go.
Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run it with Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
SOS.
On first down, Bell. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling's working.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Set. Boy, 51. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Right here. Mike 51. Mike 51. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
We're going to start. 51's the mic. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Say. Deuce. Here we go. Deuce.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
4 down. Watch that.
On second down now, it's Bell. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Darnold from the gun. It's caught by Herndon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Outside.
Mike, 51.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 3. Check 3. Under crunch. Under crunch. Under crunch.
He'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go. Let's go.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Go.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the set, the mic. 57's the mic. Yeah, you getting the headache.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Mike 57. Yeah.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's get sack lunch.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
At the 19-yard line.
Let's go now. 57. Pittsburgh. 57. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Cannon again on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Pull it together.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Hankins coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Taken from just outside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Here we go. Come on. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Run it. He's cooking up. He's checking.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. From the 39, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Check. Crunch.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Parkey with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Big stop, let's go.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go, let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jackson. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run with Bell on first down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Four down, check, 4 down.
They'll go again with Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Cannon, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold, and the Raiders have got him.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Hey, watch the leg. Hey, 80. Check 31, check 31. Red 80.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken it around the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Open man right side is Cup, complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check three.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jackson, the quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Check the backer. Shoot.
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return will stop right around the 25.
All day, every day. Ready. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger, and dominance is